Okay, one second. I need to adjust something with my camera. Someone can do a kirtan for 2 minutes. I'm just fixing my camera here.
Okay.
I'll do it, Rasanji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Shuklam Varadhanam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturpujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashanti Yasyatma Bhutasya Guru Prasadhat Aham Vimuktoshmi Sharira Bandhat Sarvopadeshtu Purushotamasya Tasyangre Padma Pranatosmi Nityam Prahlada Narada Parasara Pundarika Vyashambrasa Sukha Saunaka Bhishma Dalbhyan Rukmanga Udava Vibhishna Palgunadin Punyan Iman Parama Bhagavatam Namami Janmadi asya yato anvayad idaradarcha abhijna swarat tene brahma hridaya hadi havaye mukhyanti yah surayah tejo vari mritam yata vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisa dhamna svena sada nirastakoham satyam param dhimahi dharma prochita kaitav atra paramo nirmat saranam satam वेद्यं वासवमत्र वस्तु सेवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृत किं वा परैरीश्वरः सदयुध्यते अवरुध्यति अत्र कृतभिः शुश्रूषवितक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतं ध्रुवसंयुक्तं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् वासुदेवे भगवती भक्तियोगप्रयोजितः जनयाति आसु वैराग्यं ज्ञानं च यत् अहैतुकम् शृण्वतं सकतकृष्णपुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विधनोति सुहृत्सताम् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी वासुदेवपरा वेदा वासुदेवपरा क्रियाः वासुदेवपरा वेदा वासुदेवपरा मकाः वासुदेवपरा योगा वासुदेवपरा क्रियाः वासुदेवपरज्ञानं वासुदेवपरतपः वासुदेवपरो धर्म वासुदेवपरा गतिः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामदुःखशमनं तं नमामि हरिं परम् हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे करारविन्दे पदारविन्दं मुखारविन्दे विनीशयन्तं वटस्य पुत्रस्य पुतेशयानं बालं मुकुन्दं मनसा स्मरामि. Krishna's pastimes are so wonderful that even the great rishis and munis, they meditate upon these wonderful pastimes. Sometimes we think meditation means just sitting and trying to control the senses, trying to control the thought process, trying to control restricting from the external things, sitting in one place and trying to focus oneself internally. The great rishis, what they do is not like how we are trying to, or what understanding that we have. What they try to do is simply think about the Lord and his pastime, all the wonderful stories. That's how they try to be in a meditative mood. Rather than meditating on something which has no meaning, no sense, it is always the best to meditate. It is always best to meditate upon Krishna's pastimes. Parishit Maharaj is an ideal example here, where Sukadev Goswami is giving him what he has to do during this last 7 days is to simply remember Krishna's pastime. And this is what Parishit Maharaj was waiting to hear. This is exactly what he wanted to hear. He waited this long. Now it's a time where he's getting close to his death. Parishit Maharaj is going to very soon leave his body. So here comes an important thing where Sukadeva Goswami is saying Krishna's pastimes. Because Krishna's pastimes are considered to be the best of any other pastimes. It has all the rasas, mellows. People are very much interested in wanting to watch. Some people are interested in watching terrifying movies or terrifying horrors stories. Right? People like to hear horror stories, um, or sometimes people like to hear funny stories. Sometimes people like to hear romantic stories. Sometimes people like to hear um, chivalry, fighting story, fight between people. They like to hear fights. Boys likes to hear stories which is full of fights, right? Like that. Any types of story that we are thinking of that we get attracted to, it is all there in Krishna's stories. Krishna's story, childhood pastime, if you, when we are going to read, we'll see, is full of hasya, is full of fun. So much people, when you hear Krishna's this pastime as a small boy, it's full of enjoyment. Even a person who's feeling miserable, sad, and when they hear Krishna's story, they just break out laughing in joy. Hmm. What is it not there? If there anyone is interested in the horror, well, you can hear so many stories about how Putana came, Aghasura came, Trinavarta came, and all those asuras who came was trying to horrify. And if anyone is interested about martial fight, fighting, Chanura Mustika, you can see this Chanura Mustika story, right? So many stories. And there's gopis and Krishna's pastime, and Sudhama and Krishna's friendship. Mm. And also we can hear later part when Krishna was in Dwaraka, how he was leading his family, how to be a family man, how to be a doing your duties and responsibilities. Krishna exhibited that also in Dwaraka Leela. And more so ever, we know that in Mahabharata, Krishna gave the ultimate message to all mankind by speaking Bhagavad Gita. Many, many things. And not only these things, if anyone is interested on the superhuman activities, that is all there in Krishna's pastime. Krishna's swallowing the entire forest fire. Can you just think about you know swallowing? We eat ice creams, we eat so many nice food, but have you ever seen someone is eating fire? Krishna krishna well, we can see if you try to find in sometime people, we can see they try to take the fire, make the fire come out of their mouth, and they try to take the fire inside, something like that. There are some people, they do all those things. But what Krishna, they all do with some practices, and if they don't have that particular things to do, then they'll get burned. There are some techniques to do that one. But Krishna did not go through any sort of techniques to swallow the fire. Krishna did not go to the gold gym or YMCA to build up his biceps, shoulder, and then did squats to tighten his thighs muscles, and then have the six pack on his abdomen so that he can lift Govardhan Hill. Can you have ever in Bhagavatam you see Krishna went to gym to perform lifting of Govardhana? He was just a small boy, like Anirudh and Meher. You guys are here. It was like you guys, a small boy, and he was just simply lifting Govardhana hill with no effort, no nothing, and always smiling also. So these are the wonderful pastime that we can hear from Srimad Bhagavatam, and by just simply hearing these things, we are in connection with Krishna. Krishna is known through the sound vibration. Therefore, in the starting of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, In the first chapter, Advent of Krishna, Raja, that is Parikshit Raja, is asking the question. He is asking, Katito, Katito Vamsa Vistaru, Katito Vamsa Vistaru, Bhavata Soma Suryayaha. He says that, my dear Sukadeva Goswami, please tell me in elaborate, not in short, because in ninth canto you just finished very quickly that Krishna appeared and everything was done and he returned back after speaking to Uddhava. But could you please elaborate his wonderful pastime? I want to hear more. You spend so much time in Chandravamsa and Surya Vamsa speaking about so many kings. Because when you see Srimad Bhagavatam, we must be thinking so many stories we heard in past so many weeks. Yes, many stories. Some stories are about great kings like Bali Maharaj, Ambharisha Maharaj, hmm, so forth. Kattuanga and Ranti Deva. We heard so nice, wonderful king's story. We also heard the stories like Yayati, right? Prachna Barhashi, so many such kings. Sometimes we see some kings are by from birth, they are wonderful, they have wonderful qualities, they completely devoted to Krishna throughout their life. Whereas some kings, like we see the story of Yayati also recently, we can remember, where they fell down from their their right path. They slipped from their path. But then what happened? They picked up later. Hmm? Therefore, Bhagavatam is full of stories. A successful person right from the birth, a person who is successful, was on the right path, but then got slipped, and then he again came back to the right track. And we see personalities from the birth, they are always bad. We have heard stories also. So from the birth, from the birth, someone is bad, and then later they change into part of devotional service. So we can see many different stories. This is all for us to understand that ultimately we can learn from Bhagavatam how to be and how not to be. That is the message from these various stories. Therefore, Parikshit Maharaj said that the Supreme Lord Krishna, who appeared in the Yadu dynasty and whose brother was Baladeva, they two appeared together and performed wonderful pastimes. And what can be more beneficial for me at this time where I'm going to die in another few more days than hearing Krishna's pastime in detail? That is the best medicine for me. Well, Sukadeva Goswami, Parishit Maharaj is saying that best medicine for me is to hear Krishna's pastime in detail. But the question is, after Sukadeva Goswami said the pastimes of Krishna, did that medicine work for Parikshit to save him from the death? What happened to Parishit Maharaj after hearing all Krishna's pastime?
Um, Prabhuji,
Yes,
he went to Krishna. He was but he didn't help. But he came to Krishna. The snake bird bited him. But
correct, Akshara, correct, Rukmini. Not that it did not help, it did help. How did it help? Taking Krishna, him back to Krishna. So
Krishna.
yes, exactly, Akshara and Rukmini. So that is how it is. So the medicine works. How it works? Not the way that we expect the medicine to work. The medicine will work the way it is beneficial for each individual Atma. Therefore, he says, Parikshit Maharaj said that let me take the boat of Krishna's lotus feet, right? If you want to cross from one end to another end, either you can swim and go or you can take a boat. Correct, Mahati? How do you cross the ocean from one end to another end? You can swim
Or ride a boat.
or ride a boat. So which is better, Mahati?
Ride a boat, because if you swim, you will get tired.
Not only tired, there are other things are in the ocean, right?
You can be drowned or sharks can be there.
Say that again.
You can drown.
You can get drowned because of getting tired, or there are big fishes, sharks, whales, and so many aquatics
That's
are
what I
there.
was telling.
They can come and eat you off. The biggest of all shark, right? He says, Parikshit Maharaj says, is that Bhishma Deva. Bhishma Deva is not an ordinary person. He can just swallow the entire army field. Swallow means not that he is literally swallowing, is not becoming a meat eater, start eating Arjuna, start eating Yudhishthira. It's not like that. Meaning he can easily finish off everything. Bhishma Deva is very powerful. Bhishma is so very powerful. Cannot be underestimated his power, Bhishma's power. But then, because my grandfather, who's Parikshit's grandfather? Diksha, who's Parikshit's grandfather? Parikshit Maharaj's grandfather?
Arjuna.
Very good, very good. Arjuna. And Samanvi, who's Parikshit Maharaj's father?
Parikshit Maharaj father is
You know him very well. Your good friend. Starting letter is A, B. You know that I know very well. Okay, it's not coming out. Akshara, go ahead. Akshara.
it's Abhimanyu.
Is it correct, Samanvi? Yeah, Abhimanyu. Very good. So Abhimanyu. So he is telling, my grandfather Arjuna has taken Krishna's lotus feet as a boat so that he can cross over the battle of Kurukshetra successfully. Because this battle of Kurukshetra, this ocean had a great fish, humongous, huge size one. And he's saying, who's that? Bhishma. Bhishma. So it is not easy to finish and fight Bhishma. It is because of your Krishna's mercy. My grandfather was able to easily cross over, like crossing over a hoof print, hoof print of a calf. You when you walk on, now that you have snow outside, right? You put your foot on the snow, you can see the footprint of yours, right? You can see the footprint. Like that, the cows, small cow is called calf, right? So the footprint of calf, how big can that be? Exactly, Akshara. Very tiny, very small. Yes, correct. Very small. So the big ocean, it's appeared to be like a footprint, hoof print of a calf. So Arjuna was easily able to cross over this because he has taken a boat, and that boat is Krishna's lotus feet. Hmm? And not only that, Krishna, who saved me personally, Parikshit Maharaj says, he who saved me personally when I was in my mother's womb. Who is Parikshit Maharaj's mother? Diksha?
Uttarama.
Uddara.
Correct. Very good. So Uttara. So I was in mother's womb. That time you saved me. You saved me means he's just remembering that thing. Parikshit saying, Krishna who saved me. He's Paramatma of everyone. So I really like to know that how was that a child, Balarama, was transferred from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. How did he get transferred over there? Hmm? Why did Krishna have to leave his father Vasudeva and Devaki and go to some other place? To Nanda's house, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda's house in Vrindavan. Why he did that? Yeah, you have a question? Go ahead, Mahati.
So like Krishna like can be safe there.
Yeah, correct. So I'm not asking a question now. These are the questions that Parikshit Maharaj is asking to Sukadev Goswami. Okay? So he's asking all these questions. Why? Why did he have to leave here? Why did he kill his own uncle, Kamsa? Can you think about someone is going and killing mother's brother? Just think, you're just saying that, hello, Prabhuji, I'm going to India, Prabhuji. Hello, why are you going to India? Oh, I have an uncle over there. I want to just kill him. Oh, what? What? How can you do this one? Right? So Parishit Maharaj is telling why Krishna has to kill his mother's uncle, sorry, mother's brother, Akamsa. Why he has to do this one? Killing is not good. That too, killing uncle is not at all good. Hey, how can you do this one? How long did Krishna live in this world when he came? Did Krishna get married? I'm sure he got married. So, how many wives did Krishna have? How long did he live in Dwaraka? So, my dear Sukadev Goswami, I am very curious. I am like curious George. I want to know. I want to know everything. Could you please tell me everything in detail? Bhivantam ton mukaram bhoja, chutam hari katamritam. Bhivantam is saying that, Arjuna is saying that Bhivantam is, I want to drink, right? I want to drink. What does he want to drink? Mango juice, lassi, orange juice. What does he want to drink? Who has it? Yes, Samanvi.
He wants to drink Krishna Katha.
Oh, wonderful, Samanvi. Beautiful. So, bibantam tom mukaram bhoja. Chutam harikatamritam. I just will be happy to keep drinking the nectar, the stories, the topics about Krishna. And Sukadeva Goswami said, well, why don't you take a break for 5 minutes? We'll give you a breakout room. Go to breakout room, and then you just spend some time, and then go and drink some water or some juice. Use something and come back. He said, no, I don't want. How about go and use a restroom at least? Nothing. I don't want to use restroom. Well, that is not good for your health. Well, I don't care about my health. I don't want to care about my health. You haven't eaten anything, Parishit Maharaj. Well, I'm eating all this time. You haven't drank anything, Parishit. No, I've been drinking all this time. You're not taking care of your health, Parishit. No, I've been taking care of my health all the time. You will become weak. No, I'm becoming stronger. What? You're talking everything opposite of what I said. Yes. So how is that? You're not feeling thirsty. You're not feeling hungry. You're not feeling, if we don't eat, especially when it comes Ekadeshi, you all know that how the mind goes, oh my God, next day is exactly Samanvi. Next day is Ekadeshi, same Sabudhana. Oh my God, Sabudhana, Samo, sweet potato, same old stuff again and again and again. So what are we going to do? It's tomorrow's Ekadeshi, today's Dasami. Tonight we'll fill and pack ourselves as much as we could today, right? So we'll eat to the where whatever we eat is going to come through the nose out. That much we eat. Right? So that is how. But here, Parashit Maharaj said, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. I'm pretty much happy with what I'm doing right now. So please tell me more about Krishna Katha. That is the medicine for me. That is a cool water for me. That is my food. That is my prana. That is my everything. So that is how I'll be surviving. That is how I like to be. Could you please tell me more about Krishna's passion in detail? And Sukadev Goswami, as soon as he heard this one, he becomes so, so very happy, so very happy. Right? He said, we need people like you, Parishit Maharaj, to hear stories. Because I go and give classes, Sukadev Sukadeva Goswami is telling, I go given classes. Sometimes people, when you give stories, they are sleeping, dozing off. Their eyes are just going somewhere, just, it's just they're going in samadhi state, right? Or sometimes, now that it is Zoom, we don't even know whether they are listening or not listening. Right? They turn on the thing and then they might be doing some other vegetable cutting or checking the phones, or we don't know any of the things what they are doing. Now it's very, very, very convenient also, right? But you, Parishit Maharaj, so wonderful. You are the great listener. You are the one, a right candidate to hear Krishna Katha. You are the right person to hear Krishna Katha. And this is the best benefit that anyone and everyone can get simply by hearing Krishna Katha. Like how the Ganges purifies the three world, the Krishna Katha uh, purifies everyone, including the hearer, including the speaker, including those who are inquiring about Krishna Katha. Parikshit Maharaj, are you ready now? And Parishit Maharaj said, please, I can't wait anymore. Please go ahead. Start the story. I want to hear. One day, Bhumi Dripta Nripa Vyajha Daityantika Shatayuttaihi. Bhumi, Mother Earth, took a form of a cow. And then she went to Brahma. And then she said, I am completely overburdened by so many people, unwanted population. Please help me to reduce the burden. Right? So Brahma heard this one. He was thinking, who are the burden? How can you reduce the burden? We must be thinking that Kamsa, Dandavakram, Trinavarta, even Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, all the different demons, Rakshasas, they are the burden to Mother Earth. We must be thinking like that, right? But then, not only that, anyone who is not taking the name of God, anyone who is not doing devotional service, they are all simply burden to Mother Earth. Why? Why is that we become, anyone who's not doing devotional service, who is not doing bhakti, becomes burden? Because the body is given to perform bhakti. We all got our body for only one purpose: perform bhakti, get rid of the karmas, cultivate devotion towards Krishna, love towards Krishna, and return back to Krishna. That is the goal we all have. But if someone is not following any of these things, they are simply, that means working only towards their body, to how to enjoy, how to be happy, and so forth. Therefore, they become burden to Mother Earth. But at the same time, if someone is there chanting Krishna's name, those people are not burden at all. For example, mother carries a child, right? Mother carries a child, but in their womb, mother carries a child in her womb. But mother never feels that, oh my God, what a child he is. He's such a mota guy. He's so heavy. He's so fat inside my stomach. I'm feeling so painful. In mother never feels any of those things. Mother enjoys the kicks and sounds and all those different things that's happened inside the stomach, in her abdomen. Correct? Yes? She never feels, oh my God, what a weight I have in my stomach. No. Hmm? Why? Because she loves the baby. Likewise, Mother Earth loves the devotees. She never feels as bharam. At the same time, if the mother has some sort of what do they call, some sort of Ashok Prabhu, what do they call for something which that grows inside the abdomen? As a, it becomes like a some sort of I don't know. You have to
Humor.
your
Humor.
tumor. Tumor. Thank you. Thank you. So if a mother has a tumor, Obviously she's not going to tell, oh, this is part of my body, I love my tumor, it's very nice, it's pinkish in color, it's so nice, let me feed and make the tumor grow bigger in size. You don't treat the tumor like you treat your baby inside your womb. You want to immediately cut it off and throw it away. Tumor, right? So the people who are chanting the name of God are the beautiful children of Mother Earth. The people who do not chant the name of God, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. All the different mantras. If people are not taking up using their mouth to chant Krishna's name, then they simply called as tumors. Tumors. It becomes a burden to Mother Earth. Therefore, Mother Earth goes and prays to Brahmaji, could you please remove the tumors? It's becoming too much for me. I cannot bear any of this weight. It's overburden for me. Brahma, he said, my dear Mother Earth, because she's taken a form of a cow and gone, let's go to the ocean, milk ocean, where the Supreme Lord is residing, and let's pray to him and beg him so only he can help us. So as soon as Brahma was ready and mother cow along with other devatas, they all left, went to the milk ocean. And then over there, they prayed. Brahma started glorifying the Supreme Lord with Purusha Shukta prayers and other hymns. Immediately the Lord spoke that, do not worry, soon I will appear. I will be appearing and I will take care of Kamsa, Dandavakra, and many other people who are burdened to Mother Earth and reduce the burden of Mother Earth. Now, you all please go back in peace and continue doing whatever you need to do, but soon I will come. As soon as Brahma heard this one, that Krishna is going to come, the Supreme Lord is going to appear, he immediately told all the devatas, everyone, my dear devatas, everyone, now that the Supreme Lord is going to appear very soon, you all also appear in earth and assist the Supreme Lord in whatever way you could. This is an important thing, that point that we should understand. Sometimes what happens is when we have someone who's going to help us, coming to help, we should be in a receiving mode. If someone is going to wanting to help, we are going and asking for help, and someone is going to help us. Okay, you're all listening, right? Diksha and Meher, everyone. You ask for help, someone is going to help us. When the person is helping us, what do we have to do? What is the simple thing we have to do?
Thank them.
What is it?
Thank them.
Thank them?
Like, like tell thank you.
No, thank you comes after everything is done. But someone is going to help you. What are you going to do? What's the best thing that you can do?
Help them too.
Exactly. Exactly. Very good point. So we help them to help us. Right? If you're not in the mood of helping the other person to help us because he's actually coming to help me, I have to also be in a position to help that person to help me by accepting his help. If not, we are the loser, right? We are, for example, I'm going to come to say, Meher, I'm saying that I'm coming to your house. You said, hi Lal, could you please help me in my math? I have some questions. So I said, okay, I'll meet you at your house at 6 o'clock tonight. Then I said, I'm going to come and meet you at your house so I can teach you math. And then I'm coming and asking your mom and dad, where is Meher? Oh, you know what? Meher just went to the neighbor to his his friend is having a birthday party. He went over there. What? Oh, right? So that's how it is. So we have to accept the help also at the same time. Therefore, Brahma was saying that you devatas, now that the Lord is are going to appear, don't think you can sit and relax, right? Don't sit and relax. You also do some service. You also do some service. So this is an important message. We need to understand that there are so many resources to help us. God has given us so many resources to help us. Hmm? That does not mean someone is helping us, we just have to sit and relax and do nothing. Make sense? We also have to take one step closer to the person who's helping us. Otherwise, there is no reciprocation. It's not going to move fast. It's going to be only one side effort. The other side is not going to be zero action. Then it's not going to be a effective result at the end. Therefore, understanding, yes, we have people to help, we have Krishna to help, we have so many teachers to help, we have gurus and acharyas and many, but then we should also help to help ourselves. We should also take up services. We should also get engaged ourselves, taking responsibilities, taking ownership. Simply saying that someone is going to do my job, I don't need to worry about it, is not going to be an attractive program in Krishna consciousness. And that is not what Prabhupada has taught to all of the devotees, his disciples. That is why in the Bhagavad Gita or everywhere you see, he does not simply say bhakti. Whenever it comes bhakti, which is literally means devotion. But then do you know how Prabhupada translates bhakti in his writings? Who knows? Bigger kids?
I think it's in Sanskrit.
Yeah, but what does it translates into in English? In bhakti, in when it's translated to English,
Devotion?
devotion and what? He adds one more thing to it.
Service.
Service.
Thank you. Devotional service. Thank you, Divya Mataji. Devotional service. Devotional service is what is important. We can have bhakti, but there should be service attached to it. If you don't do service, simply saying I am a bhakta, then that's not going to be a right way in our Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Brahma said, "You devatas, get ready, appear. Don't sit back and relax because Krishna is coming. Do some work for Krishna so that things can move fast. Things can move fast. We should not ride on someone and making someone to do everything. We should also take responsibility and help someone to move things fast. That is how Krishna likes. That is what Prabhupada wants. That is how we can all be successful in our career in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, then what happened is, over here, as Brahma said, everyone went back and then they started appearing and taking different roles in earth. They all took different roles. And Kamsa, who's our uncle, right? Our uncle, Mr. Kamsa. So, who's son of Ugrasena, he was becoming quite aggressive in the way he was. Everyone were very good in the dynasty except this Kamsa. Kamsa was behaving really very bad. Bad mama. He was a bad mama, not a good mama. Right? So, but he liked his sister very much. Is not a direct sister, is a cousin, but he liked his sister very much. His favorite sister was Devaki. Devaki. So Devaki got married to a to a person, a king called Vasudeva. So Vasudeva married Devaki. Of course, he had many other wives. Vasudeva, he got married to Devaki. And then Kamsa said, let me take my sister to her husband's place. So they were on the chariot and they were going. We saw these things in a quick, fast track last week. Now Kamsa was going at that time he heard the voice from the sky saying, Kamsa, he didn't even say mention name, Mr. Fool. He said, Mr. Fool, so the eighth son of your sister Devaki will kill you. So Kamsa understood. Oh, someone is calling me. Mr. Fool is me. So someone is calling me, right? So he said, oh, he got very angry, very upset. He caught hold of his sister's, hair, right? And then was ready to chop off Devaki's head, right? But then Vasudeva, caught hold of his hand and his at feet, and they said, Kamsa, Kamsa, my dear brother-in-law, please don't do this one. First of all, she is a woman. Forget about women. She is your own sister, and doing this is not good. I don't care whether it's good or bad. It is my life. I have to take care of my life. Therefore, I will kill my sister. Well, if you kill your sister, the people are not going to appreciate you. The people will talk bad about you. Who cares about it? Who cares what people speak about me, right? Because there are different types of people. There are different one category of people. They work so very hard to get good names, right? Right? They are very much into wanting to get good names all the time, right? So you want to be appreciated by your parents, you want to be appreciated by your teacher, you want to be appreciated by your friends. Everyone says, Akshara, you are the best girl in the entire class. You are the best girl in the school. You are the best girl in New Jersey. You are the topmost girl in United States of America, right? And how do you feel? My glory is ksharam. Ksharam means going away. Akshara means never goes away, never reduces. Akshara. See, as per my name, I never perish. So people work. There are one category of people. They work towards wanting to get good names. They want to be in good records. Everything pakka, perfect. Okay. There is the other class of people. Okay, those people are, I don't care what the world speaks about me. It doesn't matter whether they see me as a good person or a bad person. Who cares about all those things? I want to live. So for me to live, I don't care how my character is, how my behavior is to others. I want to be happy. So tell me which category comes or falls into Diksha.
That
category.
the
Oh, sorry, I heard
The naughty category.
the naughty category, the second category. Right? He said, I don't care about it getting any good names or anything. Who cares about it? Because it's my life. It's I will die if I think more about my good name and all those things. I will be killed by your son. Therefore, let me kill Devaki. And Vasudeva thought for a minute, oh my God, this is becoming really serious. Whatever advice that Vasudev gave, nothing was going into the ears of Kamsa. Hmm? When the bad time comes, when the bad time comes, good instruction will not go into us. Please listen this very carefully. Okay? When when we don't hear good advices from good people, that means our bad time started. You getting it? Can everyone repeat? Start with Mahati. What did I say?
when we start like the bad, that's when we get bad.
When you what say? No, 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 don't mute it. I didn't. You have to say that clearly one more time.
So when you don't listen to good advices, you'll become bad.
That not that time you become bad. Your time becomes bad for rest of your life. Right? So we are inviting bad time by not listening to good advices. Akshara, repeat it.
When you don't listen to good advices, you become bad.
Yeah. Someone we want to go?
Yes, Prabhuji. If you don't listen, if you don't listen to
Good advices.
good advices, then you will be
Bad time starts.
that time starts to be bad.
Rukmini, go ahead.
When you don't listen to good advices, bad times start.
Very good. Anyone else? So that's exactly what was happening. Yeah, go ahead, Diksha. You want to say? Go ahead.
When you don't listen to good advices, bad time starts.
Very good. Okay, that's enough. We have more instruction coming. You'll all get a chance. Okay, don't worry about it. Now that you all heard this one, write it down and post it and stick it on your desk, wherever it is. Okay, remember, you have to write down. That is part of what you're going to do. Write down this instruction and remember this instruction. It's very important. Okay, if you don't listen to good advices, then our bad time starts. Ravana did not listen to good advices of Vibhishana. Bad time started. Hiranyakashipu did not hear the good advice of Prahlad. Bad time started. Duryodhana did not hear good advice of others, including Krishna. Bad time started, right? Kamsa is not hearing the good advice of Vasudeva. Bad time started. Therefore, it is important. Therefore, Vasudeva understood that this is not going to work. Me telling Kamsa Bhagavad Gita and all the different Upadesh is not going to help him. So he thought for a minute. For me, the thing is to save my wife, Devaki. What to do? So he proposed some new proposal he placed in front of Kamsa. He said, "My dear Kamsa, listen, stop, 1 second. You will be killed by my son, correct? Eighth son, correct?" Kamsa said, "Yes. How about this? Leave Devaki, but I'll give my children to you. You can take care of them, but leave the Devaki. Why you want to kill her? Because she is not the one who's going to kill you. It is her son who's going to kill you." And Kamsa thought a minute. Um, okay. Sounds like a good deal, buddy. Dude, very good plan. He accepted the plan. He accepted. He said, very good idea, very good idea. Therefore, he let them go. He let them go. And then a year passed, and the first baby, Kirtiman, the baby name was Kirtiman. They named the baby's name as Kirtiman. Just imagine, short, a little, cute, nice looking baby. Choo, 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 very nice. They just had the baby for the Devaki's first son. So they were very happily having this. And then Vasudev remembered, I have given the word to Kamsa. It is not good to break the promise. Therefore, Devaki, give the baby. I have to take it to Kamsa and give it to him. And Devaki said, my dear husband, how can I give my child? This is my first child. This is my life and soul. How can I give my child? We have to keep up the promise. We made the promise. So we have to give the child, give the baby. And then Vasudev took the baby. And Kamsa by then heard the news that baby is born. Then he was ready. He was ready. Then Vasudev took the baby and went to Kamsa. He said, handed over the baby to Kamsa. Here is our first child, Kamsa. As I promised, I'm giving you. Please take the child. Kamsa was very happy. He was thinking, wow, you have kept up your promise. Wonderful, Vasudev. I'm very proud of you. You're very good. You're a saintly person. I'm very impressed by you. But since it's only your eighth son who is going to kill me, I don't want this child. You can take and go. Aha! How would you all feel? Hey,
Good.
wow.
Very happy,
Very,
very happy.
yeah, very happy, joyful, and you'll become so very, jubilant, right? But
Yeah.
but when Vasudev heard this one, he took the baby, but then he was not happy. Vasudev was not happy. You know why?
Because he
Why?
didn't keep up his promise.
Who did not keep up the promise?
Vasudev.
No, he kept the promise. He kept the promise. It was Kamsa who said, you can take this child, I don't want. But then instead of being happy, Vasudev, he was feeling miserable. He was not happy. The reason is because you can trust people only if they are trustworthy. If they are not trustworthy, their words are not going to be trusted. Okay. Therefore, knowing how Kamsa is, Vasudev did not trust Kamsa's words because Kamsa is a flickering mind. Chanchalam. Chanchalam means his mind is one time like this, one time like that. Sometimes do you all have this habit of being good and listening to your parents sometimes, and sometimes you will not listen. You'll say, "I can't. I want this one. I need it now. One. If you don't do this one, I'm." You behave like that. Sometimes you don't. You kids are wonderful. You're all from Vaikunta. You're all, great devatas. So I hope that you are not doing such leelas with your parents. Do you do any of you do some things? Sometimes you be good with your parents when they say something. Sometimes you don't. Does anyone do like that?
I
Meher, very good. So it looks it's only Meher who does like that. Akshara, Mahati, Diksha, Rukmini, Samanvi, Anirudh, Virat Krishna, who's coming up. None of you are like that, right? Okay. Well, we know what we are, right? Now, therefore, Vasudeva was not really prepared. He was prepared, in fact, to see the actual thing that's going to happen. So he did not trust. He did not trust about these things. Whatever Kamsa said, you can just take and go, because Kamsa was not a self-controlled person. If you're not having a self control, then your word cannot be controlled also. Hmm? Therefore, he knows very well this is not going to be the right thing. At the same time, interesting thing happened. Someone came to Kamsa. Someone came to Kamsa. Very wonderful, great personality. Hmm? He travels all over the places. He always chants Krishna's name. He,
Narada Muni. Narada Muni.
Narada
he,
Muni.
Narada Muni.
my God, how you all know the story already? Then why am I telling the story?
Muni.
So it looks like, yeah, Narada Muni, the great Devarishi Narada, he came to Kamsa. You know what he said, Kamsa, to Kamsa? Kamsa, he said, Narayana, 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 Narayana. He came like that, always chanting Krishna's name, right? And then Kamsa said, Oh, Devarishi, what's the matter? What's up? What's the matter? How's that? How come you're here? Is anything news? You have a news for me? Well, yes, I have a news for you. What's the news? Do you know that all the devatas are taking birth everywhere to support the Supreme Lord when he is born here as the eighth son? Do you know? When Krishna Devaki is going to get a son who's going to kill you. Yeah, I know about it. That's why I'm being very careful. In fact, just now, Vasudev came and went. He came with his number one, first son. I just sent him off because I'm waiting for the eighth son to come so I can kill. Narayana, Narayana. Huh? Why are you laughing, Narada? But you don't know you're a foolish guy. Why? You don't know the devatas are taking birth everywhere. How do you know which one is going to be killing you? You might be thinking that eighth son, but what in case when by the time the eighth son is born, by the time you go and see them, how can you identify which one is the eighth and which one is seventh and which one is sixth? And how do you even know these things? It's going to be very difficult. You might miss out the eighth son. And Kamsa really become confused now. What Narada Muni is saying is perfectly right. So this is a trick. Let me do this one. I will take care of them. I will arrest Devaki and Vasudeva and put them into bars, behind the bars. Narada became Narayana, Narayana. Became very happy. His job was done. He left. And Kamsa,
Prabhuji,
one second. Kamsa called for the soldiers and then told to told them to arrest, put Devaki and Vasudev, chain them up and put them into the behind the bars in the jail. That's what he was. That's exactly what he did. Now they were in the jail. At the same time, Kamsa also took care of the first child. He did not leave the first child. He finished the first child. Rukmini, you had a question. Go ahead now.
Why was Narada Muni happy? Because he told that you won't know, then he knows, right, that Kamsa will kill the first child. Then why did he was happy and told the news?
Yeah, very, very nice. Very good question. If
Prabhuji.
Narada Muni did not tell, let's wait for one few more minutes and then I can tell you, answer your question. Okay. Now, one after the another, six children were born. Six of them were born. And Kamsa, merciless, he was just killing all the six children. All the six were killed. Now, one must be thinking, why Narada Muni, like Rukmini asked, why Narada Muni came and did this one? Why he has to let Kamsa know? If Narada Muni did not come and tell, Kamsa is not going to kill these six children, correct? He will wait for the eighth child. If the six children were not killed, then they won't be free of their curse, because these six children were in previous life were cursed to be born and then to be killed by Kamsa, so they can be relieved from their curse. Therefore, Narada Muni came and helped those six children to be relieved from their curse. That is what happened. Some Did you get that answer, Rukmini?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, very good. Now, after the six children were born, the seventh child was ready to be taking birth. Yes, Diksha, you had your question?
The seventh child transformed to the womb of Rohini.
Very good, very correct. Now, the seventh child was going to take birth. At the time, as per the plan, the Supreme Lord told Yogamaya that you should transfer the child from the womb of Devaki to Vasudev's another wife, Rohini, who's under the care of Nanda Maharaj in Gokula. So please transfer. And also, not only that, you take birth, Yogamaya, you take birth as daughter of Nanda and Yashoda. You take birth as a girl to them, and then later you will be transferred. There's a transfer happens between Nanda and Krishna, Yogamaya and Krishna. So that is a plan. And as the many devatas were taking birth, Kamsa also had many friends. And because Kamsa was becoming so restless, so arrogant, many people who lived under the jurisdictions of Mathura, they all moved out to different countries, different places. And not only that, Kamsa also arrested his own father, Ugrasena, put him in the jail. Kamsa's friends, you know, you must be interested to know, you can someone of you tell me your friends, few of your friends' names? Who hasn't spoken here? Gauransh, can you tell me your friends' names? Few names,
Few my
close
friends,
friends.
uh,
Yeah.
Anvind, Naveen, Andrew, Luke, and
That's good enough. That's good enough. Who wants to go next? Anyone here wants to share some name? Yeah, Akshara, go ahead. Your friends' names.
Some of my friends' names are Sonakshi, Tojo, Samita, and Stanvi.
Beautiful names. Your friends' names are. Anyone else? Rukmini, go ahead. Your friends' names. Hello?
Um,
Okay. You want to know the names of Kamsa's friends, close friends' names? You all said names. You all said names of your friends, right? Now hear the names of friends, close friends, buddy of Kamsa, Pralambasura, Bhakkasura, Chanura, Trinavarta, Aghasura, Mushtika, Arishtasura, Dvivida, Putana, Keshi, Dhenuka, Bhanasura, Narakasura. Would you like to have your friends something?
we all know them. We all know them.
Yeah. So do you like to have friends with such names? Just
Yeah.
imagine, Gauransh, I'm asked you, right? Gauransh, what are your friends' name? Prabhuji, my friend name is Aghasura Trinavarta. What? What? Samanvi, who's your close friend? Prabhuji, my close friend is Putana and Tataka. What? They are my neighbors. What? Right? You don't have I don't remember any of you saying any of these names, but Kamsa friends are like that. Asuras, these names, right? So therefore, many people decided it's becoming very hard to be in Kamsa's kingdom. Therefore, many left. Some of them cannot move out of this place, Mathura. They stayed there and continued to just continue doing whatever they have to do under the rule of Kamsa. The seventh child, as we all heard, the message went to Kamsa saying that it was a miscarriage. The child did not take birth, it was a miscarriage. So the seventh child, according to Kamsa, it was not born. But we all know the seventh son who appeared was none other than
Lord Balarama.
Lord
Lord
Balaram.
and who's Lord Balaram?
Krishna.
Lord
Krishna.
Exactly, Gauranj.
Elder brother.
Yes,
Anantasesa.
Anantasesha, Seshanag, right? So he appeared, now transferred to Rohini. Now the climax comes. What's the climax? As the Lord said, Yogamaya, you need to take birth as daughter of Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj. By doing so, you'll be getting lot of, many people will be pleased. They whoever prays to you, they will be blessed. And you will be worshipped with different names. Yogamaya, you will be worshipped with different names. You will get names of Durga, Bhadrakali, Vijaya, Vaishnavi, Kumuda, Chandika, Krishna, Madhvi, Kanyaka, Maya, Narayani, Ishani, Sharada, and Ambika. These are different names you will have. People worship you and they will get your blessings. So Yogamaya was born as as a child of Yashoda. She was right there. And now Krishna is also going to be appeared. Krishna is going to take birth next Saturday. So everyone please come to hear how Krishna took birth, how he was to look when he took birth. Was he wearing diaper? Was he crying for milk? Did he go through any sort of test after, as soon as he was born? What was he? How was he? We will see all those things next Saturday. The appearance of Krishna. Right now, Krishna is still in the womb of Devaki, and the Devatas, everyone knowing this, they all came and they all glorified Krishna, seeking Krishna's blessing even before Krishna was born. We'll hear all these wonderful prayers in our next session in next Saturday. Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki.
Jai.
Yay.
Yeah.
Very good. So, anyone wants to add anything, say something? Yes, Anirudh, go ahead. Yes, assignment. You're muted, but I know that you're talking about your assignment, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Anirudh. Let's see if we can pin you. Ravi Prabhu, can you please pin each and every kid who are showing their assignment so we all can watch their assignment?
Sure, bro.
Thank you. So Anirudh is going to be pinned. Okay, go and speak about what you have done, Anirudh. Can you raise it little up? Yeah. Perfect. Bring it closer, little. Okay, can you speak? Oh my goodness.
This is Krishna, and that is Devaki, and this is the jail, and that's Vasudeva, and they're all they're in the jail, and that is the door.
Oh my God, look at the door. Look at the jail. It's really nice. And Vasudev face and Devaki face are so jubilant, so nice. And look at the baby in Vasudev's hand. Can you get it closer? Let's see Krishna. Oh, so pretty, so cute. My God. Thank you so much, Anirudh. Everyone, clap for Anirudh. Great job. Great job.
So,
Thank you so much for doing the assignment, remembering that. Does anyone else remember the assignment, want to share? Or mostly forgotten? No problem. You still have time till next week. Whoever not done, you can still do your assignment, like how nicely Anirudh did. You could also draw because Krishna, Vasudeva, and Devaki is still in the jail. So you still have 1 week time to draw. Okay. Samanvi, you're going to show next? You already have it?
Prabhuji, I have it. Prabhuji.
1 second, Rukmini, 1 second, Rukmini. It looks like Samanvi has it. Go ahead, Samanvi.
Okay.
Let's pin Samanvi.
I have it too.
Okay.
This is my picture.
Can you narrate your picture?
This is Devaki and Vasudev, and this part was when Krishna wasn't born yet.
He wasn't born yet, and they are in behind the jail, right? In the bars, behind the bars. That's what I see as the bars there. And then what about that bottom one? Two. What is that?
That's Krishna down there.
Krishna down there. And then what about the other one on the other side?
Just some decorations I like.
Oh, there's a decoration. Your jail looks so colorful, fancy, and so attractive. Very nice jail. Thank you so much, Samanvi. Thank you so much. Very good job. Okay, Rukmini, go ahead. It's you.
So this is Devaki.
Okay, hold on. It's blur. I can't see it clearly. Looks like you have looks like you have an instant jail. It just appeared. Very good. Go ahead and tell.
Like this is Devaki, this is Vasudev, this is Krishna, and this is the jail, and it has a lock.
Ah, that's nice. It's too small to see. Maybe you can extend it, expand it. Oh, okay.
I can only see the
there-
lock, Prabhu.
Oh, the lock is very obvious. Correct. My God, this is really a strong lock. Looks like they got it from some locksmith or from Sam's Club.
Home Depot.
Really a strong lock. Okay, thank you, Rukmini.
Sticky note just
Oh,
now.
anyone else? Thank you, Rukmini. Anyone else? Okay, any other questions, discussions, corrections? Yes, Samanvi. One second, Gauransh. Samanvi, go ahead.
So
We should
I
read
just I want to explain that we would know that all the asuras are all the demons are asuras because if we say, for example, Pralambasura at the end, it says asura.
Yeah, you know them as Asura because their last name or suffix is Asura, right? Whatever they have before,
But they're
like
real,
Lala Asura.
but I guess, but their like real name is like Baka, Aga, like that.
Yeah, Bakka, Agga, Pralamba, like that. Like my name, Lal, right? I add a Asura to it, Lala Asura, like that. Asura you add to it. All right. Orange, go next.
Prabhuji,
Orange.
so I have a question that is Subhadra Mata Yogmaya?
Yeah.
Because Subhadra Mata is Krishna's sister.
Yes.
And
Correct.
okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Okay. If there is no
Hare-
other question,
Prabhuji, Prabhuji,
yeah, Diksha, go ahead. And then we
I
can hear
have a
from.
question.
Yeah, go ahead, Diksha.
When Krishna was born, what was the girl's name that was born to Rohini?
Which was
No,
this? Yogi?
I was saying when Krishna was born, they
Oh, that girl's name, what I told you, remember? I told you many names. Those are all that girl's name. Ambika, Sharada, Ishani, Narayani, Vaishnavi, Vijaya. Like so many names there that girl had. Yogamaya. Okay? Okay, I think it was it Priya Mataji who had a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Hare
this is
Krishna.
Sujan Mataji.
Sujanna Mataji. Go ahead, Sujanna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I have one quick question on meditation Prabhu, chanting the name of the Lord. So while chanting the name, so do we have to focus on mantra or past tense as the Lord or form of the Lord?
Rupa,
Or focus on?
there are different types of dhyana. Rupa dhyana, Leela dhyana, Seva dhyana, and Leela dhyana. So there are four things are there. When you go to the temple, you have to do Rupa dhyana. Rupa dhyana means there are in front of us, the Murti, the deity is present. So at that point of time, we focus on the deities, we appreciate, we really enjoy the beauty of the deity, starting from the lotus feet to the top. Rupa dhyana. And one can also meditate on Rupa by sitting and just remembering the beautiful form of Krishna, Narayana, Rama, we can do. That is Rupa dhyana.
Mhm.
And when you are doing Nama dhyana, that is chanting, so you focus on the chanting, the sound Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So you focus on the sound. That is Nama dhyana. And when you're listening to stories, when you're reading to stories of Krishna, Leela dhyana, when you're hearing Bhagavatam, focus completely on the story that's been told. Not multitask and not try to do, answer someone or do this and that, not like that. Completely focusing on Leela. That is called Leela dhyana. So these are different types of dhyana.
Mhm.
When we mature in our bhakti, then these are all become spontaneously into us. It's not it's not like you have to separate rupa dhyana with nama dhyana, with seva dhyana, with lila dhyana. Everything comes in front spontaneously. That is on the higher stage in our bhakti. Make sense, Sujanna Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Priya Mataji, was it you? We can keep this as a last question and we can close if there is any.
Oh, but Hare Krishna Prabhuji, no, I did not ask any question.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard your voice. Okay, maybe I was.
Oh, oh yeah. But thank you, Prabhuji, for your wonderful class. Thank you.
Okay. All glories to Prabhupada and Sukadev Goswami, Parishit Maharaj, and everyone. All of you. Ashok Prabhu, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. I don't have anything to add. Very nice class today. Thank you.
So one thing I have one before we sign off. One thing is the topic that we are going to discuss next week, appearance of Krishna, is very closely related to the topic that we are discussing in Bhagavad Gita right now, sloka number 10.37. So exactly the same message, and that is exactly what we are going to see also next Saturday. So it'll be nice for those for most of you if you can hear to the 10.37 sloka that has been shared in our WhatsApp group. So that has a lot of information which will be easy for us to pick up when we meet next Saturday. So do please hear to 10.37 slokas. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.